So, hi and welcome back, and yes, I'm in Night Rider Street. Nothing to do with David Hasselhoff, everything to do with the Doctor Who tours. Anyway, so I'm back in London. I've got to do a tour today, and the problem is because of the queue, which I joined for a few seconds, you'll see now. Okay, so I actually was in the queue, but for Greg's. Hope you like that. Because of the queue for the Queen's casket, whatever you like to say, a coffin, goes along where I take the tour. So the problem I had was, could I still run the tour today? And that's why I'm here. And I've got some black and white film, and I'm going to take some shots of the queues and stuff. But at the moment, I'm just checking that I can make the full walk around of the tour without having any problems. So far, so good. I've now just got to check to see if there's a bus that I can take, which takes us along the Strand, and we're right by Night Rider Street, if you want to know, is right by St Paul's Cathedral. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. I've taken a few shots already, which you'll see now, and yeah, I think they're going to be silhouetted, because I decided to take my meter readings off more of the skyline, because the sun was so bright and they were in shadow, the people I was taking the photographs of, so they may be in shadow. In fact, I'm almost certain they will be. So I can see the buses are running. There's a number 15, so it's either 11 or 15 I take when I take the bus from St Paul's. And there you go, there's St Paul's. So how appropriate, I'm on the Golden Jubilee Bridge, and we're going over to the Southbank, and the queue goes along there. But I don't think, I've got it in my head, it doesn't go as far, well, it goes beyond Westminster Bridge. I think it goes the other way around, and then the bridge beyond Parliament, I think that's where it heads up. So I'm going to take a little walk down here and see which way they're going. I think my friend was queued the other day, and he was saying at this point where the actual London Eye is, they go out and then along the road and then rejoin near Westminster Bridge. I'm going to go and check that out before I head back to London Bridge. And trying to do the clever thing is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Waterloo East Railway Station to get the train back to the London Bridge, because the tubes are going to be rammed, because everyone's trying to get to Bermondsey to join the queue. So the actual tubes will be rammed, so I'm just going to get a train back one stop. So yeah, so I was right. So the queue, they stopped them here, they just started walking again, and then they go around and across over here, and they re-enter the queue with their bands just over here. You can see the girl hurrying people along, and then they go in, and there's like a garden just there next to the London Eye. So that's what they do, and then they go around the back of that building and come back onto I believe it's the other side of Westminster Bridge, but don't quote me. There you go, so there's the queue. They've stopped them again now, and they just send a few through at a time, and it's kind of like stop start. And they did this at Golden Hind as well when I was down there, so you see all the people queuing, sort of come to a stop, and then it starts again and they go across. So I've got to get to Waterloo East Station now to get back to London Bridge. I might take a few more shots before I get back there. So it's quite funny, I got this huge queue of people and the food places are empty. Well, there's one or two people, and that's about it. It's kind of quite funny. I've tried to get a few shots under here of Big Ben in the background, trying to get them silhouetted, but it's so hard to tell. That's the problem when you can't see it on digital, you've got no idea. So I've had to take a few shots with different exposures and stuff to try and see if I can get something that's going to be suitable. So hopefully I'll get one at least. So this is one of my favourite places to eat street food wise in London. I come here occasionally after a tour, and this is actually on the tour where we are now, but I'm just going to cut through and then I'm going to head back. But they do these duck fried fries, French fries is one of the places, I think they still do them, It's amazing, and this curry place is just amazing. I love their curry here. May come back later, depends on what's happening. So the one thing I've got to say about it, it's just very windy, and I hope there's not too much wind noise for you. So I'm back down by City Hall, and this is the queue from there, and you probably get some wind noise, but you can see right the way down to Tower Bridge. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? So I'm taking a few shots from here. I'm going to go a bit further down where you can see the massive crowd over there, and then I'm going to go back. So the queue isn't in a straight line at all. They have these snaking queues as well. So they've come to this point, and then they go into another little bit where they're stopped. You can see at the front there that they've stopped, and then there's literally, they've snaken them round like this here. There you go. I don't think we're going to get a good shot of this, so I'm not going to do one. There's no point, but you can see what's happening.